When I started recording the video this morning, I wasn't quite sure the direction we were going in. I wanted to capture just the day, mistakes and all, a regular routine, day in the life. And I soon realised that it was nice to just capture the sounds of the day that we were hearing there and then. It's quite rare that I actually take a moment to notice what's going on without trying to tell a story or make up some kind of narrative. It wasn't long before I realised you don't need to always tell a story. Sometimes the story's right there in front of you. This is a day in a life. This is what we get up to every single morning when we go out and we walk down to the beach, living here in the Philippines, and that in itself is already special. And because we make so many videos every single day, we're always recording something, we're always listening to these sounds. They become part of a routine that you start to dull down, you numb it. Unfortunately, not too far into the day, I realised that the microphone on my camera wasn't actually picking up the sounds that I wanted it to. So what started off as something that was just going to capture the sights and sounds of the day turned into something that I was watching back and wondering, why did I film this? What was it for? And as a content creator who makes so many videos, these are the dilemmas that you face every day. Sometimes you try and work out, why am I filming this and what am I doing it for? It didn't take long for those thoughts to go to the back of my head, because when I've made videos like this in the past, where I'm focusing more on what's going on from my point of view, these are the videos that I will always return to when I'm older. These are the moments that I will search for to try and remind myself of what that moment in time was like, because time is our most precious commodity. I know I'm not going to get these moments back. Story's not going to be the same age, Poppy's not going to be the same personality when she gets 5 years older, and the way we all interact with each other is really important to capture. Just sitting down on the beach with Story this morning and seeing Poppy run over to us and the way she was behaving, it's something that I can't plan out. I cannot ask Poppy to start digging a hole underneath me and for the sand to go in our mouths and just to be laughing about the things that are happening there and then this day. And that's another thing. I filmed this video on a Monday morning. This is my Monday morning. How amazing is that? That's something to really take note of. It's special. And I also published this on a Monday. So if you watch this video on the day that it went up, you are seeing exactly what happened to me that morning. And I think that these little moments are actually worth capturing, even if they seem mundane, because I know for a fact they're definitely not. There are people in the world that dream about living on a tropical island and never do anything about it. And yet here we are. This is our day-to-day life and has been our day-to-day life for almost 3 years. I'm also very aware that Story is going to grow up one day and she's not going to want to spend as much time with her dad or with her mum. And so going back to this and seeing how we got to spend so much time with our 6-year-old and 5 and 4 and 3-year-old, going all the way back to when she was born. We've got all these memories. We've got 2 really special dogs that we've captured in so many videos. They have their distinctive personalities and we've caught all of these moments. I even forgot that Story found this little stencil this morning. She was just walking along picking up some trash from the beach floor and we found this item that's made it into her pencil case already. Just while Poppy was sniffing around, we just saw these things, and now watching it back, I've already reminded myself of something I forgot this morning. When we got back from this beach walk, Story said, I want to turn this into a book. I'm going to write based on a true story and I'm going to make a book about it. By the time this video is published, she's already completed it. She called it My Adventure, and it was an adventure. When you look at these moments through the eyes of a child, you realise that what seems like nothing to you can be like a life-changing moment for them.
I actually hear the sound of the cave.
What, through the holes?
Yeah, through the holes. Actually through the holes.
Being so close to the coastline every single day has made Story's life an adventure.
I didn't hear anything.
All it takes is a moment to step back, zoom out your perspective a little bit and say,
It's rock solid here. Alright, I'm going to get down.
all the choices that we've made to be here today are worth it.
Yeah, it looks just like a can't. I don't have a spade or anything. Look how like crystallish that looks. So I think it's one of those rock crystals that like just like form inside rocks. Like when you find a rock and then like you see like all those like little like cracks inside it. That the crystal like cracks.
When Story grows up into a teenager and we get less and less time with her, she becomes more independent from her parents. We'll probably be sitting in our room shedding a tear over all of this time that we got to spend together. And I know for a fact that there will be no regrets involved. It is like watching a little movie of your own life, and technology has made it possible for us to do this. And so I'm glad that we're taking advantage of it. I've had messages from people all over the world saying, I wish I had have filmed my kids more when they were growing up. They even tell us that they're jealous that they didn't have the types of cameras that we have, or the drive to go and film and publish something every single day or every week even. I mean, how many home videos did we used to take back in the 80s and 90s? It was such a hassle back then. It wasn't an easy thing to do. And the technology that we have today has made it so that we can all make all these documentations of daily life. Some people see it as a bad thing, but to me, as long as you do it in the right form of moderation, it can be so life-changing.
You can get a good view here. Like you can actually have like a little picnic up here. Like put a little mat down here, get all your food, and put it down. Yeah, it's blowing me off the edge. Oh no, oh no. Let's get back. No, off of it. It's scary. Alright.
The fact that making these videos is what's given us the ability to actually live out here and be in a foreign country is another reason why I won't regret what we're doing when we make these. So what was the point of today's video? And I think the answer to that is basically this is a window into our world, and I don't know what the person on the other side of this camera is seeing when they watch this back or what they're feeling. But if I'm getting all of this from watching back and filming these day-to-day snippets and window into our little existence, then I can only imagine what happens when I publish this and it goes out to a possible thousands of people across the globe within 24 hours, all watching this little moment through a lens of a world that you just didn't know existed until you see it through the eyes of another family. Everyone has their own perspective on what their life is. And right now, this is what life is like for us. This actually happened this morning if you're watching it on the day that it got published.
Oh my goodness! She actually oh, you look like you look like a scared little dog.
Oh, it's like a proper cave.
Oh, that's so good. Oh.
And I think that it's really special. Even though it's a simple life, it's a simple video.
Come on. There. Fine.
Somebody somewhere out there might be impacted by this in ways that I can never quantify. And that is another reason why I think being a content creator, having the freedom to produce whatever makes you feel good, is more special than I can never explain in words.